guest that I'm super duper proud of. I'm going to go ahead and bring on our Odyssey teams today and show you some pictures of our fabulous presentations from this past weekend's regional competition. As I'm doing that, I want you guys to listen to the place that each team took and count how many of our Thornbrook teams are going to the state competition in April. So my first team, come here guys, scoot, scoot, scoot. Come here. This is our primary team, and they did a problem called Museum Makers. Does somebody want to tell us about Museum Makers?
You have to make a museum.
And what kind of museum did you guys make?
A giggle museum.
You guys should be seeing some pictures of their Giggle Museum. Now, I saw some pretty cool set pieces that you guys made. Did you throw them away already? What? Why not? The whole team, why not?
Because we have to learn the states.
They're going to states. That's right, our little group of first graders are going to states with all the big kids at UCF. All right, you guys go sit down. I got my next group I want to brag on. You may see they have a little bit of bling around their neck. Getting close, getting close, getting close. All right, they did a problem called Hide in Plain Sight. Somebody want to tell everybody about it? Okay, I will. They, so talkative. They had to make a creature that mechanically hid from a searcher character. And so your character you may be seeing a picture of is a molar bear, the ever rare molar bear, that was being searched out by the Tooth Fairy here, played by Josh Bashir. And it was creatively set in Walt Disney World. It's where they had the 4 wisdom teeth. Did I get that right? Yes. And because you have some bling around your neck, I'm thinking you guys did really well on Saturday. What place did you guys get? First place, which means you're going to states too? Whoa, that's another team going to states. Good job, kiddos. I'm so proud of you. I know you worked really hard on your problem. All right, my next team coming in here, they're holding some ribbons. That must mean they did pretty well too. Now, you did a problem called Leonardo's Workshop, correct? So somebody tell us a little bit about that workshop.
So we did a time traveling back from the library with a book, a button, and then went back to Leonardo's workshop. We did the camera.
The camera, oh, because there needed to be like an invention that he invented, but then they threw it away, right? So it was a camera, and what was the problem the camera was trying to solve?
It was trying to solve Princess' problem to prove to her queen that her servants are planting her tomatoes.
Oh, so it was trying to catch the servants that weren't doing a good job with the tomatoes, but then it didn't work. Why not?
Because the flower died.
Oh, because it was flower powered, and it died. So then you had to get rid of it, because that was a requirement. So how did you get rid of it?
Threw it in a box, threw that box into another box, lock it, and then threw the keys into the Mediterranean Sea.
That was one of her lines, by the way. And I see some ribbons, so you guys must have done pretty well on Saturday as well. 5th place! I am so proud of you guys. I know you worked super duper hard. You may have seen some of the images. They had to recreate a portrait that Da Vinci actually made out of some rare items. And they had to create a 3D image of one of his inventions that I know this is a picture of the tank that Da Vinci made. So, and the water shoes also, you're right. All right, you guys go have a seat. Team 4, come on up. All right, come on in, guys. All right, so this is Team 4, and you guys did a problem called structure toss. Does somebody want to tell us about the basics of that problem?
So you had to make a structure that out of balsa wood that was launched on a catapult that you had to build. And balsa wood is very flimsy, so it was pretty hard. And then they had to weigh it, with a bunch of weights, and so it had to hold up a bunch of weights. Also, you had to make 2 other carnival games, and you had to
That's right, so they had to do all of that. Now, you should see an image of the balsa structure that they made, and I'm going to ask Zachary this question because he's the one who tediously had to put this thing together. Zachary, how much did your structure hold?
Our structure holds 160 pounds.
That's right. It was only 15 grams. That's like 15 paper clips, and it had to be 8 inches tall, and it still held up 160 pounds. And you guys were dressed like Harry Potter characters, right? So you had some Harry Potter carnival games. Eli, you want to talk about one of those games?
So like one of our Harry Potter games was a ring toss. So it was like name capture the trolls. Then you like throw the rings and try to capture it.
And then what was your other game?
Our other game was Quidditch, and we made hoops out of like bearings to knit, and then we just had to throw ping pong balls into cups.
And it was really fun to see you guys duel each other, you and Ron, right? So they did great. I see they have some ribbons in their hands. So what place did you guys get?
5th place.
5th place. And are you guys done?
No, we're going to states.
They're going to states too. I hope you guys are counting. Thanks. Good job, guys. All right, team 5, come on. Oh, they got some bling around their neck. Scooch in, guys. Scooch in, scooch in. All right, so you guys did a problem called opposites distract. Does anybody want to tell everybody about it a little bit?
There's a villain, and then there's 2 teams, and the villain's trying to manipulate the 2 teams to get them to fight, and then the villain's trying to get something.
So what were your 2 teams? Like, what were they?
2 different colors of war coins, which are unicorns.
What?
Who do war, I guess.
Who do war? They made this whole thing up. They're waracorns. Like, so super creative. And you may see that they have some light up horns. And they just did really well. And at the end, they brought everybody together because they realized that even though we might look a little different, we're really all the same, right? Now, you got some bling on. Does that mean you guys did really well also on Saturday? What place did you guys get?
3rd!
I think you heard. They got 3rd place. So, but you guys are done, right? You get to throw everything over? Oh my goodness, they are also going to states. I am so proud of you guys. I can't wait to see you at states. All right, I got one more team. But this crazy team, they did 2 problems. Now, one of the problems we've already heard about, and we'll get into that. Scooch in, you gotta come in. But we haven't heard about problem 1. They did problem 1 and problem 3, the Da Vinci problem. So go ahead, one of you tell us about problem 1 since we haven't heard about that one today.
Problem 1, we had to make a vehicle that could go 10 feet, and that could go from 10 feet, I believe, from point A to point B to point C, and then back to point A. And then,
And there were some requirements about your vehicle, right, that made this problem extra hard this year?
Our vehicle had to fit in a suitcase. I'm not sure the exact size, but it was a small suitcase. Less than 27 inches suitcase, so like a little less than 2 feet.
And then you guys decided to put a really cool theme to it. I think I saw some Alice in Wonderland characters going on there. And I also see you guys have some bling around your neck, but there's lots of bling. So I'm thinking you did pretty well on problem 1. What place did you guys get?
1st!
That was 1st, numero uno, 1. Does that mean you get to present this at states? All right, I hope you're counting. Now tell us about your version of problem 3. That's the Da Vinci problem. Now, you guys did something really cool with that, didn't you?
Had a naysayer, and the naysayer was discouraging Leonardo to take apart his invention, and the invention we used, which was the scooter, we used it for problem 1 and for problem 3, and we had to take it apart.
And then you guys made a really cool portrait out of what type of material, Elle?
Perler beads. Those are little beads that you iron together to make a picture.
And then you did something even way cooler than that. Even as cool as her portrait looked, you guys like got a special award for this next part. Allegra, you want to tell them about it?
Instead of doing a script of just dialogue and talking, we changed the song Bohemian Rhapsody. We changed the lyrics to fit the script.
So you're saying almost your entire script was sung.
Yes.
And because of that, you have a 3rd medal around your neck. You not only placed 2nd in this problem, you received the Renatra Fusca Award for super duper creativity, correct?
Yeah.
So are you also presenting problem 3 at states?
Yeah.
So you're going to states like twice, along with all of our other teams that are going to states? I don't know if you counted, but that was 6 teams going to states. representing Thornbrook Elementary. I'm so proud of these guys. We're gonna wrap it up. I'm gonna send it back to the anchors now. If you guys see these kids today, please give them a high five. Oh, before we do that, I need to make sure I thank Coach Brad, Mrs. Henley, and Miss Martin, because they volunteered as judges for us on Saturday, and we could not have done it without their work. They put in the entire day working for Odyssey that day, and it was amazing. Thank you so much, guys. Now we can go back to the anchors.